Live from Los Angeles, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences presents Oscar, the 65th Annual Academy Awards. Brought to you by Revlon. The most unforgettable women in the world wear Revlon. Lee. With regular, relaxed, and loose-fit jeans, Lee is the brand that fits. The heartbeat of America, Chevrolet, and your local Chevy dealer. And Coca-Cola. Always the real thing, always Coca-Cola. It's twilight in California, where movie fans have been gathering since early morning outside the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. You're invited to share in the film community's big night as the stars arrive. Nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Enchanted April, the distinguished Joan Plowright, Morgan Freeman. Former Oscar winner and media mogul husband Jane Fonda and Ted Turner. Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins. Nominees for Oscars as Best Actor and Best Supporting Actress, Stephen Ray and Miranda Richardson. Previous nominee for Cross Creek and a presenter this evening, Alfre Woodard. Academy Award-winning actress and presenter tonight, Kathy Bates. Oscar winner, up tonight for Best Actor in Malcolm X, Denzel Washington. Nominated for 3 Oscars tonight, a Hollywood favorite, Clint Eastwood. First-time nominee for My Cousin Vinny, Marisa Tomei. 5-time Oscar nominee and a presenter tonight, Glenn Close. Best Actress nominee for her remarkable performance in Howard's End, Emma Thompson. Richard Gere and Cindy Crawford. The man who marches to his own drummer and nominated tonight, Jack Nicholson. Star of Basic Instinct and one of the industry's hottest actresses, Sharon Stone. The crowd who wanted to see the stars sure got their wish tonight. A fine actor who's a presenter this evening and a welcome addition to any Oscar show, Raul Julia. From the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse, who tabulate the balloting and guarantee the secrecy and the integrity of the results, Mr. Frank Johnson and Mr. Dan Lyle. 2-time Oscar winner as Best Actress and a presenter, Jodie Foster. Presenting a special award tonight, she's been honored by the Academy 3 times, the timeless Sophia Loren. Star of Big and In a League of Their Own, it's Tom Hanks. A stunning star in a league of her own, it's Gina Davis. World-famous tenor who will be performing one of the nominated songs, Placido Domingo. Academy Award winner and member of a distinguished Hollywood family, Angelica Houston. Best Actor nominee for his brilliant work in Chaplin, Robert Downey Jr. Nominated 8 times, tonight will hopefully be a great night for Al Pacino. And that's Richard Harris and Ann Turkel.
I thought the 2 times the Academy honored me with the Oscar were the happiest and proudest and most emotional moments an actor could have. Now I know I was wrong, because tonight I'm filled with the same happiness and the same pride and the same emotion, because we are honoring a dear friend who is a towering force in movie history. In addition to being a great artist, is also a fellow countryman, Federico Fellini. My friend has been honored by the Academy before with 8 Academy Award nominations for writing and for directing. He has won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film 4 times, quite an accomplishment. But tonight we honor him with the continuity of his work and the totality of his extraordinary achievements. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you an actor who is an international star and a well-respected friend of both Federico and myself, Marcello Mastroianni.
Thank you. Thank you. I am honored to be a part of this celebration and the career of this great man. For close to 40 years, Federico Fellini has contributed a vast and impressive gallery of images, both real and fantastic, to the vocabulary of the cinema. In addition to that, he is responsible for adding a new word to our language, Fellini-esque. Ladies and gentlemen, Federico Fellini.
Please, sit down, be comfortable. If one here has the right to be a little bit, or to feel a little bit uncomfortable, that's only me.
This reads to Federico Fellini in appreciation of one of the screen's master storytellers. Congratulations. Can I give you a kiss?
Yes, I want it.
Okay.
Another one. Thank you, grazie.
Thank you very much.
Grazie,
indeed.
Marcellino.
Thank
Sei
you.
venuto. I would like to have the voice of Domingo to say it's a long, long thanks. What I can say? Well, I really did not expect it. Or perhaps I did, but not before another 25 years. Anyway, it's better now. I come from a country, and I belong to a generation for which America and movies were almost the same thing. And now, to be here with you, my dear Americans, make me feel at home. I want to thank all of you to making me feel in this way. In these circumstances, it's easy to be generous and to thank everybody. I would like, naturally, first of all, to thank all the people that have worked with me. I can not nominate everyone. Let me make only one name of an actress who is also my wife. Thank you, dearest Giulietta. And please, stop crying. Grazie.
Our next presenter has taken punches from both Robert De Niro and Macaulay Culkin and says Culkin hits harder. And he won an Oscar for Goodfellas. She is the delightful young star and Oscar winner earlier tonight. Please welcome the stars of My Cousin Vinny, Joe Pesci, and Marisa Tomei.
Our category is makeup, and the artists who practice the art of artifice are masters of their craft.
That's right. With some powder, putty, and prosthetics, they can make anyone look any way they want.
They can even take older people and turn them into Utes.
Did you say Utes? That's what I thought you said. Here are this year's nominees for makeup.
Thanks to these makeup artists, V. Neal, Ronnie Spector, and Stan Winston, that rare bird, Danny DeVito, is transformed into an even rarer bird, the Penguin, in Batman Returns. Greg Canham, Michelle Burke, and Matthew W. Mungle put their heads together to create the many faces and features of that no-account count, Bram Stoker's Dracula. V. Neal, Greg Canham, and John Blake had a nose for what could turn Jack the actor into Jimmy the Teamster in the movie Hoffa.
Are you done? Is there anything you don't know? And the Oscar for makeup goes to Greg Cannon, Michael Burke, and Matthew Mungle, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Thank you, Academy. Thanks to my crew, Mitch Devane, Larry O'Dean, Glenn Hahn, Stuart Ardingstall, Linda Natero, John Logan, Roland, Todd, Steve, Matt, Mike, Rob, Helen Cohen, Ron Singer, Dr. Greenspan, Dr. Silver. Especially want to thank Chuck Mulvihill, Fred Fuchs, Gary Martin in Columbia, Aiko, Pat Churchill, Jim Hart, Rick Baker, who I started with many years ago for everything, Dick Smith, John Chambers, William Tuttle, and the other legends. And thank you, Gary Oldman, especially for your incredible performance and patience, and for this and the opportunity. Thank you, Francis Ford Coppola.
Thank you. As a thespian, I grandly welcome this rare opportunity to be myself. To be or not to be. Thank you. My Hamlet has now been seen by 1 billion people. Oh, sit down. Next year, Macbeth. As an actor, people ask me, are you always on? And the answer, of course, is no. No, 1,000 times, no! The nominees for sound effects editing are Aladdin, Mark Mangini. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Tom C. McCarthy and David E. Stone. Under Siege, John Levesque and Bruce Stambler. And the Oscar goes to... I knew it. Clint, you owe me 10. The Oscar goes to Tom C. McCarthy and David E. Stone for Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I'm very honored to be here tonight. I'd like to take this time to thank some people that made this dream come true. Francis Ford Coppola, Fred Fuchs, Gareth Wiggins, the people of the Sony Studios Post-Production Sound Department, our Foley Walkers, mixers at Zoetrope, and to a crew that this belongs to all of us. Thank you very much.
I want to thank Francis Ford Coppola, Fred Fuchs, Chuck Mulvihill, Ann Gorseau, and Nick Smith. And Tom and I are here representing an army of creative people with more than 15 editors of dialogue, effects, ADR, and Foley, and the Foley and ADR artists and mixers. And thanks to Leslie Schatz and his team of mixers and designers. Special thanks to Steve Bourne, Dave Cohn, to my wife Vanessa, and my son Nathaniel. It's nap time.
And Dusty, Lindsay, and Roxanne.
You know, it's interesting. Sound effects editing. I can't believe that NBC News wasn't nominated for that. What do you think? You turned so quickly.
I have been a fan, a friend, and in love with this lady, this wonderful lady, all of my life. I just can't figure out how she keeps getting more and more beautiful and I just get older.
Okay, baby, whatever you say. We're here to present the Oscar for Original Song. The nominees are...
From the Mambo Kings, Beautiful Maria of My Soul, music by Robert Kraft, lyric by Arnie Glimcher. From Aladdin, Friends Like Me, music by Alan Menken, lyric by Howard Ashman. From The Bodyguard, I Have Nothing, music by David Foster, lyric by Linda Thompson. From The Bodyguard, Run to You, music by Judd Friedman, lyric by Alan Rich. From Aladdin, A Whole New World, music by Alan Menken, lyric by Tim Rice.
And the Oscar for Original Song goes to Alan Menken and Tim Rice for A Whole New World from Aladdin.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank everybody in the Academy who voted for me, especially Alan. And I'd like to pay tribute to two great lyricists. One, of course, is Howard Ashman. I'm extremely lucky to be standing in his shoes. I know he'd be here today if he were still alive. And the other is the great Sammy Khan, who was my inspiration for many years. And it's great to be working with Alan, and my thanks to everybody at Disney.
A couple thanks to Leia Salonga and Brad Kane, and thanks to Peebo Bryson and Regina Bell, and of course Walter Afanasieff and Robert Buchanan for creating a beautiful record, and thank you Chris Montan for never giving up on this song. Thank you.
I'm here to present the first award of the evening. The category is Best Actress in a Supporting Role. And the nominees are Judy Davis in Husbands and Wives, Joan Plowright in Enchanted April, Vanessa Redgrave in Howard's End, Miranda Richardson in Damage, Marisa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny, there's one thing I forgot to mention, and that is that this is one of the few times in the history of Academy Awards that 5 foreign actresses were up for the same award, 4 English and 1 from Brooklyn. And for the best performance by an actress in a supporting role, the Oscar goes to... And the Oscar goes to Marisa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny.
Thank you so much. This is such a great honor to receive this in this year when we recognize and celebrate and honor women. Of course, I owe many, many thanks to the cast and crew of My Cousin Vinny, especially Mr. Joe Pesci for his endless support and great talent. And to the whole circle and the team, Susan and Gina and Scott and Evelyn and Kate McGregor-Stewart and Francesco Pugliese and my very brave family. Thank you very much.
In this year of women in film, I am here to present an award for a category in which women have traditionally found it difficult to gain a toehold. Best Supporting Actor. I think it can be safely said, however, that this year was a breakthrough year in this category, in more ways than one. There are 5 performances of such singular skill and originality that they are virtually incomparable. However, they wouldn't accept my pleas for a 5-way tie, so here goes. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor are Jay Davidson in The Crying Game, Gene Hackman in Unforgiven, Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men, Al Pacino in Glengarry Glen Ross, David Paymer in Mr. Saturday Night. And the Oscar goes to Gene Hackman in Unforgiven.
Thank you very much. Quick thanks to David Valdez, our producer, David Peoples, our writer. Oh boy. All the wonderful actors, Richard Harris, Morgan Freeman, Francis Fisher, and especially to Clint, who kind of made it all possible for me and for everyone else in the film. It was a wonderful experience. I'd like to dedicate my part of this evening to my uncle, Orrin Hackman. He was a wonderful guy, too. Thank you very much.
For his performance in The Silence of the Lambs last year, he received an Oscar. This year, he received a knighthood, which means he not only dines with the royal family, but on the royal family. Please welcome Sir Hannibal Lecter himself, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Good evening. It's good to be here again. The year has gone very fast. It must have been very difficult for the Academy to choose an actress from this year's most formidable group of talents. Great actresses, all of them. And they are Catherine Deneuve in Indochine, Mary McDowell in Passion Fish, Michelle Pfeiffer in Love Field, Susan Sarandon in Lorenzo's Oil, and Emma Thompson in Howard's End. And the Oscar goes to Emma Thompson for Howard's End.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know how to thank the Academy, not only for this, but also for this view, because it's overwhelming to see so many faces who've entertained and influenced me and thrilled me all my life, and it just takes my breath away. And if I could thank you all, I would, but I have more pressing debts to E.M. Forster for creating Margaret Schlegel, to James Ivory for asking me to play her, to Ismail Merchant for paying me to play her, which feels very unnecessary at this moment. Actually, I think I might have to give back the money. And to Ruth Prawa-Jabvala for her flawless adaptation, to a superlative cast and crew, to Sony Pictures Classics for their dedication and commitment, and especially to Sir Anthony Hopkins for being like this the night of my life. And finally, I would like, if I may, to dedicate this Oscar to the heroism and the courage of women, and to hope that it inspires the creation of more true screen heroines to represent them. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for Elizabeth Taylor, Angela Lansbury, and Gene Hackman, all coming up on the Academy Awards.
Tonight, the Academy honors women and the movies. That's very nice, but I look forward to the time when tributes like this will no longer be necessary. They won't be necessary because women will have the same opportunities as men in all fields and will be honored without regard to gender, but simply for the excellence of their work. A time when there couldn't possibly be a year of the woman because there will be so many in prominent positions. This award is not for a woman director or a man director. This award is for the best director, and it is my privilege to present it tonight. The nominees are Neil Jordan for The Crying Game, James Ivory for Howard's End, Robert Altman for The Player, Martin Brest for Scent of a Woman, Clint Eastwood for Unforgiven. And the Oscar goes to Clint Eastwood for Unforgiven.
Pacino's throat was dry, mine's really dry. To sit here all this time is bad. I just, this is pretty good. This is all right, you know. I've been around for 39 years, and I've really enjoyed it. I've been very lucky. I heard Al say he was lucky, but everybody feels that way when you're able to make a living in a profession that you really enjoy. That's an opportunity I think a lot of people don't have. I got to thank the crew, David Valdez and Jack Green and all the camera crew. The trouble is with living this long is you know so many people and you can't remember their names. You get a little flustered. So, but in the Year of the Woman, I'd like to salute the women of Big Whiskey, and that would be Anna Thompson and Frances Fisher and Lisa and Tara and Josie and Beverly and all the gals who really were the catalyst to getting this story off the ground, and David Peoples' fabulous script, the Warner Brothers for sticking with this film, the film critics for discovering this film. It wasn't a highly tout film when it came out, but they sort of stayed with it throughout the year. The French film critics who embraced some of my work very early in the game, the British Film Institute, the Museum of Modern Art, and some of the people that were there long before I ever became fashionable. Lenny Hershan, my agent, I'm leaving out a whole mess of people that I'm going to regret when I sit down again. So anyway, thank you very much.